Greetings, I'm Eric with Your Essential Practice. For this week's Divinely Guided Rune reading, we have a bunch of astrological transits occurring, but none of them are super significantly major. However, as usual, I have all the information in the description box down below. So please do not forget to check that out if you're a little lost during these rune reading videos. Now, thank you to everyone who hung in there with me this last week while I recovered from illness. Hopefully that major rune reading that I did last week for the collective sufficed, but for now, let's get back into the rhythm and the flow of your zodiac weekly divinely guided rune reading. Here we go.
Woo! Greetings, Virgo, and welcome to your divinely guided rune reading here for the week. Let's jump right on in and get your rune for the energetic past. Here we have Wunjo right away. Beautiful joy, bliss, pleasure. This is the clan flag at the top of the hill. You get to plant along with your clan members of that joy, is symbolizing that joy, the success, the showing up together, that energy that it took, all that dedication, all the effort, all of that contributing to all the joy, the bliss, the pleasure, the celebration, the wonderful happenings that are going on in your life. This has been either in you specifically, Virgo, here recently, or this has been your call to be in the more positive, joyful, fulfillment kind of energies, the blissful energies. Taking what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let's continue on to this rune, which is Uruz. This is your energetic now rune. This is a call for your natural vitality work, staying grounded, but also a lot of speed and momentum involved a lot with this energy. So it's a slippery slope. No matter where you step, Virgo, it's going to kind of take you along with it. So make sure you're paying attention to your vitality with this pleasure, carrying that into the now. Overindulgence can be overindulgence, right? Everything in moderation, including those feel-good celebration energies. It's good to be humble and modest, and we can celebrate other things in the meantime. So being in the now, this is a lot of momentum. This is Uruz, the ox rune. It can be very short to get its instructions and a little slow to get them, but it's still very grounded energy. Remember, when this is going down on these runes, all these lines that are going down, this very grounded energy. Uruz is grounded throughout, so maybe slow to start, but very quick in the momentum. Like any large animal going down the hill, gains a lot of speed, grounded all the way through. Very hard to stop. So yeah, like I said, whatever pleasure you're bringing into the now, it's going to be like a needle on the record, kind of stuck in that groove kind of thing. So be aware of long-term energetic pattern addictions here as well. Definitely, Uruz wants us to double check your natural vitality here as well. So let's look at your energetic near future. This is Tiwaz, more dedication, still very grounded. Not showing up in the martyr energy in the future. Tiwaz, the god Tyr, he sacrificed his arm to stave off Ragnarok. So this is dedication, very much showing up for what is right, what is fair, what is just for yourself and for others, for what is right for the collective, but not becoming a sort of martyr out of that energy. So with that energy, let's get into the energetic now. We have Manas. Manas is like the circle of life, knowing what comes around, goes around. And this is one clan flag facing another. So this is Wunjo, literally your clan flag, your joy, looking at a mirror of someone else's joy or another clan member. This could be like an opposing energy. All of this really incites is other than a definition. It's not always opposing. It's not always in addition to. Okay, this is just saying other than and increasing awareness thereof
And even, is a definition needed? Is it not? But throughout whatever you're doing, there's going to be some transformative changes throughout this. So this mankind is more indicative of like knowing your place in the world, kind of really getting into your head space about labels and 3D aspects of things, like knowing what goes around comes around. Where's my place in the world? Where's my place in the clan? So this could be very much toxic positivity being carried over and being a warning in self-alienation. However, this could be also very beautiful leadership sort of positivity and adding to and growing your clan because of all this work, and you get to carry on your dedication work together. I really like that second aspect. What's your advice for the now? Here, Virgo, yeah, change of scenery. Also being more in the energetic flow of things. So this is Rado. Rado is still very grounded. You're grounded energy throughout this whole reading so far. But Rado has one leg always moving forward, always ready to stay in flow. With this momentum, it could be very interesting to get the momentum to the point where you're making yourself out to be a martyr, making that into your dedication. But this is calling you right now to surrender to the flow, surrender to the aspect of being in the now. Okay, Radho is indicative of a change of house, spouse, or career, because when we are surrendering to flow, we don't stay in those long-term arrangements nearly as much. What resonated with us 10 years ago has evolved. And if that energetic partnership, like a career, is stagnant, then it's time for you to move on probably. Just follow your signs, right? Follow your energetic flow for that. Just don't make yourself out to be a martyr because of it. Just show up grounded and dedicated throughout all this. But this is beautiful showing up here right now, because this momentum that you're getting, it's very much, I'm getting that running down the hill with a blindfold on, and you're not seeing what's around you. So there could be a tree, you might want to step to the side, just, you're called right now to kind of, yes, you're in this momentum, but kind of chill, be in that one step at a time aspect rather than super fast, and take your steps a little more deliberately into your future, following what's divinely guided for you, okay? Because you're getting a lot of probably external pressures, and a lot of clarity from what your place is in the collective with your tribe. So what's your overall outcome for this reading here, Virgo? Yeah, a lot of lessons learning. This is Yera, the rune of the year. Yera, the year is irreversible, and so this is like the harvest at the end of the year is like the nature of life, the whole circle of things. Knowing what goes around comes around. This is maybe a lot more like that rune of mankind. So very much, I think these are very closely related, like the Wheel of Fortune and the World card in tarot. So when you do that, you have this beautiful sense of assessment, of balance. When you are in Yera, you have a lot of this, okay, I have my harvest. Now, do I have enough to last the next energies? Did I plant enough? Did I nurture it enough? Did I provide enough security? So all this, when we're taking in harvest, right, it's a lot of evaluation of the crop, a lot of learning lessons. So you have a lot of learning you're doing right now. This is almost like a spiritual maturing that you're doing, where you probably had this huge like, ooh, yeah, upgrade, wow, me energies, and you're steamrolling in. You're like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm seeing aspects of myself that I don't like.
Yeah, time to surrender to the energetic flow, learning these lessons, being healthy in a momentum that is healthy, not one that's going to cause you to lose your arm, but one that's going to help the collective, help you stay dedicated to your path, your alignment. Right? So a lot of learned lessons. This could be hard lessons, but surrendering with the flow is going to make these lessons very easy to learn, especially if we remain grounded out there, Virgo. Just stay out of your head so much. All right, more of this is coming from the heart. All right, let's get a card of clarity from these beautiful handmade oracle cards. There's a single word cards for a message of clarity Divine will have for you this week, Virgo. So Divine, please show us clearly what message of clarity does Virgo need to hear? What one single word message does Virgo need to hear this week? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shine, Virgo. Yeah, shine, be yourself, carry on these beautiful celebration energies, but stay grounded, right? Be humble. You can still be super in your momentum and be super happy and have this brilliant, beautiful, abundant harvest and manifest the heck out of that. Make it your dedication work when you shine in healthy ways. Just don't get too much caught up in your head in these comparative analysis type of energies. Surrender to that flow so you can shine where you are welcomed. Namaste, Virgo. Have a blessed and abundant week.